Man, fuck that Cowboy.
We are underway from AT&T Stadium. And that is over the back line of the end zone. He gets a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action now. Prescott on the RPO. He'll keep it himself. He's got this to Pickens. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 34.
I've heard of quick strike offenses, but this is taking that to the extreme. I mean, the very first snap of the ball game, normally you're thinking, let's get our quarterback comfortable and get him into the flow of the game. But not here. They come out attacking from the outset, and it pays off in a big way. Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
And he stopped immediately there. Calling a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Prescott. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They run. It's Williams. Going absolutely nowhere. They'll wind up losing a yard or 2. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Stroud. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside.
Get off of me, baby. Get off of me, baby.
Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, 71 yards. And the Texans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go. Still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
But DeMeco Ryans, even with a defensive mindset, he'll elect to go for 2 here. Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And he will get in to make it 8-0. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you describe it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
We'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go around. Throwing, Prescott. Now he's going to step up and run. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move.
Henry Toto there to bring him down defensively. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. To throw is Prescott. Open man, the tight end Luke Schoonmaker. And they'll get him down about 3 yards yards short of the first. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Prescott. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here's Stroud. This goes in line for Mixon. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now a timeout called for by the offense. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now Stroud got batted forward with a touch pass. And this will be a touchdown. Christian Kirk taking it in. And the Texans go up by 2 touchdowns. Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2. Now Stroud gets batted forward with the touch pass. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Texans football to start quarter 2. As they've got it as we resume action.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Fairbairn down to kick this one away. And that's going to be short of the landing zone. It doesn't make it there, so that means the ball's going to come out to the 40. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. On play action, they'll throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Henry Toronto. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Prescott now. That is caught by Lamb. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 64 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. The extra point up and good by Auburn. And that'll make our score 14-7. So after the touchdown, Auburn now to kick this one away. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That one complete downfield to Kirk. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Christian Kirk, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Well, right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And he'll throw right away.
Wide open receiver complete. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 52 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to make that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at 1st and goal situation. Now Prescott. Toward the pylon, caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
I think as he began this throw, he saw the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fixed that one in there nicely to pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Williams trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
Williams.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
With the way things have gone in this game, I think they've got to consider going for it here. I realize it's just the 2nd quarter, so they're not panicking, but they need something to give them positive momentum to get things going.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal. They hit Peter, but they're going to go for it. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion, but cannot push forward into the end zone. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? First mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by DeMarvion Overshown. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it will come back to the spot on the fumble. Prescott to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. George Pickens as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Aubrey now for the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We got to get it back.
Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and putting the ball in the end zone, throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
Stroud looking to throw. Wide open, complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Here we go. 18. 12.
Final play of the half. Stroud. He'll let this go deep for Collins. That is incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive in the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. Most importantly, partner,
well, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're precocious in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Stroud sets up the play action. This is caught. It's Kirk.
And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And 22 more yards there, and another first down.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Texans.
Okay.
Play action. Stroud now.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He's going to fire one. Corner the end zone. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, force the ball free, and it's second down. Now Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. Off the play fake, Prescott.
Pickens is there on the crossing route.
He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On play action, Prescott.
Out of his hands quickly to C.D. Lamb.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Cowboys, first down.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
At the 11-yard line.
Hey, 47. 26.
Here's Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jake Ferguson, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third.
So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the third quarter. Getting out there, field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, extra point away from tying things up. That's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
Right there in the kitchen, mama. Right there, connected.
The kicks away here.
Right there.
Nifty move.
Everything like
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They got 29 yards at a time.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Now Stroud. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Arlington. All even as we get ready to start the fourth.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Throwing down the Stroud. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 23.
And the Texans first down. It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Texans
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
That's another Texans first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he will maneuver his way down around the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
Stroud to throw it.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. This crowd doing all they can. Here's third and goal. Stroud. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They'll come up first and 10 here. Now Prescott. And that's caught by Williams. This is where, of course, it's good to have a veteran quarterback under center.
You would just be able to put on one of those blood pressure clips, and nothing would be different for him. He's done it many times before, expects to get it accomplished again.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. Then he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jake Ferguson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. They definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Here's first and 10. Stroud to throw it. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's first down. Here's here's Prescott. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker.
They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's Dak. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. And Lamb going to have a Cowboys first down as he'll get this down to the 35-yard line.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. The pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And this one looks good. It is good. And it'll be a good touch.